Alrighty, let's hop into the first declutter and organization project of the video, and welcome to episode 9 of my Decluttering My Entire Home series. Today we're tackling 3 areas and starting off with this bathroom cabinet, which has, as you can see, become a complete cluttered mess, which I wish I had $1 for every time that I said that phrase because I'd have a lot of dollars by now. But the first thing that we're doing, per usual, is removing everything from the cabinet. This is another one of those projects that I've been putting off because I thought it was going to take me so much longer than it actually did. Although something that made it a lot more fun and go a lot faster is that Tim, my husband, was giving our son Louis a bath as I was organizing this. So you can see me talking to him, asking if we need certain things or if he wants to keep it. A lot of the stuff, I'll be honest, was expired medicines and products and things like that from literally, some were literally like 10 years old. I don't know how we continued to hold on to that. Also, these were some pregnancy tests from when I found out I was pregnant with Louis. And at first I was like, oh, I'll keep these, eventually we're going to want to try for baby number 2, but I looked and those had also expired. And I don't know, let me know if you've taken an expired pregnancy test, but I feel like I wouldn't trust it and I would just end up buying more anyways. So I decided that we could get rid of those. I think I just decided for this video, we're going to title it Throwing Everything Out, because although some of the other organization projects, we're not throwing everything out. In one of them, we are throwing some stuff out. And clearly in this one, a lot of it is being thrown out. You can see that garbage bag, which honestly does make me upset. Like, I do not like throwing stuff out that still has product in it, like a lot of those medicines and stuff. But the reality is I'm probably not going to use an expired medicine. I'm somebody who doesn't really like to use medicine unless it's absolutely necessary anyways. So if I am using it, I want to use something that is not expired. A lot of them were prescription medicines that never got finished and never going to use it. Obviously, I'm not going to donate it because not that kind of self-explanatory, but if I know that I'm not going to use this product and it's just going to sit there because I feel guilty getting rid of it, that also is not helping anybody and it's just adding more clutter to my home. So I do think that in some instances, it's better to just throw stuff out. If you can, always donate it, is my opinion. But if it can't do anybody else any good, it can't do you any good, sometimes you just got to say it's time to let it go and toss it in the garbage. Now, I got a comment on one of my last organization videos that I really wanted to read and talk a little bit about because I totally get what this person is saying. And to summarize the comment, it was basically saying that you shouldn't be happy about donating stuff, but instead it should really make you think about your consumption habits and trying to not buy as much and not add as much because donation centers tend to be just completely filled and a lot of the stuff ends up being thrown out anyways. And I totally agree with that. If you're just decluttering but then continuing to buy more stuff, you're just continuing the problem. It's not, your home is going to stay cluttered. Right now, as I've talked about, I'm kind of in a major declutter stage in my home. My husband and I are looking to buy a house, so hopefully we're going to be moving in the relatively near future. And when that happens, I only want to take stuff with us that's really that we really use and adds value to our life. So I'm really focused on decluttering more than I ever have before in my life, which is why there's so much stuff going out. But along with that, I'm also really trying to change up my consumption habits, just like the comment said. Now, that's not to say to never buy anything. I mean, I would definitely not consider myself a minimalist, but I have really started to think very hard before I purchase something and add it into my home. I also love the one in, one out rule. I know that's not always practical. You buy a shirt, you get rid of a shirt. It doesn't always work like that. However, if I'm going to the store to purchase something, it's going to be with intention. I've really cut out, I'd say like 95% of impulse purchases by just self-discipline, to be honest. It's that I mean, it's not that simple because it is difficult to do, but it is that simple of an answer of if you use self-discipline to say, yeah, that shirt that I'm seeing at Target is cute, but before I came here, I didn't even know it existed. So I clearly didn't need it and I'm going to forget about it. I don't need it. There are going to be those times where you see something that you have been looking for and that's different. But I think impulse purchasing is one of the biggest ways that we add so much unnecessary clutter to our home. And if you can kind of nip that habit in the bud, but I don't know, I think I wasn't sure about that in my last video too, but whatever the saying is, that's really going to help you to maintain a clutter-free home and really make sure that all that effort you put into decluttering it doesn't just go out the window by adding more random stuff. Okay, so as you can see, we have really limited the amount of stuff that's going back in this cabinet, which I'm so excited for because I think the transformation is going to be great. Well, I've already seen it and it is great. But I am now going through and kind of cleaning out some of the containers that I have and playing around with what items I want to group together and put in what different containers. I've said this a bajillion times, but it's going to be a test and trial and error process when you're trying to organize a space and figuring out what containers work the best and what don't. One of my number one tips whenever you're going to be doing an organization project is I repeat, do not buy any containers until you have already tried organizing the items. Chances are, once you take everything out, sort it, organize where you want items to go, you're either going to find that the containers you already have will work just fine, like in my case, or you're going to realize that the containers you did buy aren't what you actually need and you come up with a better idea now that you've seen everything laid out and you've kind of sorted through it. So always wait until after you have decluttered the space and kind of laid out the organization methods you want, and then you can go out and buy the exact size containers you need, the exact number of containers, and it's going to make the whole process run so much more smoothly and help prevent more clutter because otherwise you're just adding containers that you may not end up using. Now, I did do a quick clean out of these shelves, vacuumed them out and wiped them down, and then put those little rubber mats, whatever they're called, no slip mats, back on, and then we can go ahead and add everything back into it. Here's a live example of trial and error when trying to organize a space and realizing that this container was probably not the best for the space. However, I did have another one underneath my sink that was housing some stuff and I was able to swap them, and this one worked way better for this cabinet. So I adjusted that, added all of the products back into it. It's definitely kind of like a quote unquote junk basket because it's got random stuff in there, not completely random, but it's not like they are all, completely matching, but different products that you might need that you would typically store in a bathroom, and it's the perfect basket to house all of them. Okay, and now it is time for the before and afters. Here's a reminder of what the cabinet looked like before, and here is after. Oh my gosh, it just makes me so happy. It gives me such a serotonin rush or a dopamine rush. I'm actually not sure which is the correct one in this case. Let me know if you're aware. All I know is every time I've opened up this cabinet since finishing the decluttering and organizing is I just feel such a breath of fresh air, and I'm so happy. Now, moving on to our next organization project. This was the next morning. As you can see, I am having a much needed iced coffee. It was so delicious. Now, if you saw my last video, it was a complete, extreme closet declutter and organize with me. And while we did do a ton in that video, something we didn't tackle was a few of these bins that we have in this cabinet drawer. I don't know what you would call this, but we are going to be tackling my jeans today because this had also become a bin that I started to dread opening up because it was so stuffed to the brim. And again, there were so many in here that I just haven't been wearing. Not this pink pair though. I love this pink pair. I just got these from TJ Maxx. But the question I always go back to whenever I'm deciding if I should declutter something, especially for clothes, is if I didn't already own this item and I saw it in the store, would I buy it? And 9 times out of 10, the answer is no. And that's a clear indicator that I can put it in the donation center or donation pile. Okay, now this doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the decluttering and organizing of the video, but I do have a question for you. I think my channel over the years has kind of evolved, and ever since becoming a mom, I've really kind of found what I love and what fits really well into my life and that I can create consistent content for you with, which is like these cleaning, decluttering, organizing, kind of mom lifestyle videos. But I would love to know, what are the videos that you love the most? What are videos that you want to see that maybe I haven't been filming? Any other video ideas that you would like to see me post? And kind of along with that, are there any topics you want me to talk about in my voiceovers? I'd almost describe my videos as like podcast-esque, where obviously, yes, on the screen, we're doing different decluttering, cleaning, organizing, like home projects in general. But then I love just talking to you about different things that are going on in my life, about different tips I have, habits, routines, mindset tips. That's all stuff that I'm so passionate about. And I love that I can, add that into these videos, but then also give you motivation to get stuff done. And obviously, like I always say, we're being productive together. We're getting stuff done together. So I would just love your feedback and thoughts on what content you are really liking that I put out, and anything else that I'm not putting out that you would like to see more of. Alrighty, moving on to our next declutter and organization project. We're in Louie's nursery and we're going to be tackling this drawer in his dresser. This drawer is pretty similar to the cabinets we did at the beginning of this video, just specifically stuff for Louie. So it's got like his nail filer, cooling patches in case he gets a fever, things like that. Starting off, I'm just wiping down the dresser top, and then we're going to be taking everything out, sorting it into piles. Same process as always. Now, I have to say, I was telling my husband about this after we did some of these projects. I have found decluttering to be sort of addicting. Like it's getting to the point where there's things that I have to remind myself, okay, there probably is a time where I'm going to want this, so I shouldn't get rid of it. I think it's definitely a balance, and a lot of the things that I'm getting rid of, I think it's good to just toss on, whether it's throwing it out, donating it, depending on what the item is. It doesn't need to be in my home anymore, but it's like I get this rush every time that I decide to get rid of something, like, oh my gosh, there's more free space in my home. I feel a little bit lighter. However, it is give and take, and I'm trying to be mindful that I'm not donating or getting rid of stuff that then, a month down the line, I'm going to have to go repurchase because I actually do need it. So just like everything in life, it's a balance. Now, when it comes to products that have not expired, but I never really reach for them, I do still want to get rid of them because, again, I don't want to keep them in my home if they're just taking up space and I'm never grabbing for them. However, that's not something I'm going to throw out. A lot of my makeup that I never really reach for anymore, I'll see if one of my sisters wants, and they typically do. Or for example, we have this Destin diaper cream that we never ended up using. We have a massive Aquaphor tube that we're slowly going through, but to be honest, Louie very rarely gets diaper rash, so we barely use it. And I don't want to keep those Destin tubes in here, and then eventually they are going to expire and go to waste. So I'll see if any of my friends that have babies would use it. So all that to say, I think it's really important to be mindful when you're decluttering and make sure that you're not throwing something out that somebody might actually get use out of. Now, to move on to the actual organizing portion, these bamboo drawer dividers that I got from Amazon, I'm obsessed with. I have them in basically every single drawer in this dresser, and I was kind of playing around with using those containers to organize this drawer, but I ended up deciding that the drawer, or like the drawer dividers, worked perfectly, and we didn't actually need any. Actually, no, I think we do use one small container, but aside from that, we were able to just use the drawer dividers. I probably have said this a million times already, but just a reminder that one of the best ways to motivate yourself to declutter a space that you don't feel like doing, or really any project, like any cleaning project, anything like that, is think about how good it's going to feel once you're done and just picture that before and after in your mind. And 9 times out of 10, that's the motivation I need. So as a reminder, here's the before and here's the after. I'm so happy that so much of the stuff that we never reach for anymore is now gone, and it is so neatly organized, so much easier to grab. So grateful that we got that done. I'm now just putting back the dresser top. And then I realized that we had a little bit of an unboxing. I don't know if that's not the right word, like a restock. That's the right thing. We had some diapers and some wipes to restock. Actually, though, I realized this little seat that was back here, we have not used in such a long time now because it's a little bit too small for Louis. So I decided we were going to be decluttering that item, not really decluttering because we're just putting it in storage because hopefully we'll use it for another baby in the future. But something that we do not need here out in his room anymore. And now I can go ahead and take all his diapers out and the wipes and organize them into the drawer. Alrighty, I hope you got some good motivation from this video and that you were able to get some things checked off your to-do list. If you're still getting stuff done and you want to continue to be productive together, then I will have my entire clean and organized playlists linked below and here on the screen. And don't forget to subscribe if you are new. If you watch until this part and you hear me saying this, comment a green heart because I'm looking at Louis' green diaper caddy. I'm curious how many of you are actually hearing me say this right now. But I really, really appreciate you. I'm so grateful to have you here, and I will see you in my next video. Love you. Bye.